Abandoning creature comforts, we leave the workshop and travel to the border of America's southwest and east. Across the Llano River, we traverse 150 miles through jagged rocks, dusty trails, and slippery water crossings. Welcome to the Texas Hill Country special of Dimitri's Garage. Our journey to the Texas Hill Country began in Houston, where I live. I started the day by preparing for the trip, loading up all my gear, and washing the truck. I decided to use my F250 Super Duty to test out its off-road ability. My buddy Sanine took his newly purchased Jeep Wrangler. It was a good 3.5-hour drive to reach our starting point in Fredericksburg, Texas, an area that was settled by German immigrants and famous for its German cuisine. Hey, we're here.
Your message to Sonia says, "Hey buddy, I'm here. I'll send it."
Dude, this is a crazy property. The spot my friend found turned out to be a real nice Airbnb on a ranch with some animals. The next morning when we woke up, we got breakfast and hit the trails. By 1 p.m., we were far into the countryside with only our radios for communication. There wasn't a lot of visibility with my friend driving ahead of me. I'm not comfortable enough with the truck yet to really power slide it much. It has so much torque. It has, like, with the tune and everything, it's now over 700 foot-pounds of torque. Now it was my turn to be in the lead. I was hoping we'd find some nice terrain to drive across. Oh my god, it's a Roadrunner!
Oh man, I missed it. I thought just something.
Yeah, he's hiding in the tree now. He got scared. Dude, he was fast as hell.
That's pretty cool. Never seen one of those before.
Being from the city, we're easily impressed. I kept trying to drift and power slide the truck, poorly. Did you see my sick drift?
Yeah, that was ill.
Soon, we stumbled upon some really interesting looking land. Upon turning off, we discovered a great playground for the Jeep and the truck. Might be some interesting stuff here on the left.
You want to check her out?
I'll follow you back in there, because I gotta reverse. There was some land being excavated. We climbed all around the hills and through a little mud. could probably go up it and, like, check it out.
Might be some good picture taking up here if you want to maybe run up alongside me on my right.
Yeah, here, let me pull up a little, hit the parking brake, and then let's figure out what we're going to do.
Got it.
After getting some killer shots of the scenery and our vehicles, it was time to go back down and get on the trail. I hope you guys can see how steep this is. My buddy followed me down in his Wrangler, and then we set off. The aftermarket exhaust on his Jeep sounds amazing. We were back to no visibility, blazing down the dusty trail. Well, this is a lot of fun, guys. I highly recommend Texas Hill Country. Sports cars, there's awesome roads like the Three Sisters. Off-roading, there's better, like, more technical stuff than this. My car's not really prepped for it, and my buddy's a little skidded. His Jeep is more than capable of more than what we were doing. I mean, I've gone on, like, Moab, like Fins and Things, Top of the World, all kinds of other stuff that's, you know, vastly more technical than what we were doing today. But, you know, he's never really done it. He just got the Jeep. He's not that comfortable with it. And, you know, I totally understand. If I had just spent $30,000 on a Jeep, I'd, you know, probably be a little wary. This truck I bought cheap.
Just had a Roadrunner run across the roadway here. I just saw one too.
How cool are those Roadrunners?
He just ran right
The
through.
poor visibility almost caused me to have an accident. The road was rougher, and we were hoping that meant more terrain to climb and some river crossings.
In about a mile, we got a river crossing coming up. Oh man, beautiful view up ahead.
Before we made it to the river crossing, we found a dried up river. This was a whole new playground for us to explore.
Let's pull in here.
I have an idea.
Go ahead.
We followed this dried up river until we found an amazing spot to take photos.
Yeah, this is rough going.
Alright, you see where I'm heading?
Yeah, that little valley over there.
We found our way around the bank of the dried up river and back to the trail. Man, there's like barbed wire down here. I hope you didn't run over that.
I hope I didn't too. My pressures are still 32, 33 all around.
It's nice that you have pressure gauges. I don't.
Just the idiot light for you?
There's no light.
Oh, water crossing.
Dude, there are fish everywhere in this water, man, and little tadpoles, but there's big fish in there too.
After passing the dried up river, we saw a much larger crossing. It was the River James.
I've got my boots if we want to walk it.
I walked out onto the river and filmed my friend's Wrangler with my DSLR and gimbal. I'm still learning how to use the technology. Then, it was my turn. Just watch me show you how it's really done.
Come on! Power! You've killed it!
The slippery river was fun, but we were hungry and wanted to make our way to Mason, Texas.
Murder, I've decided on my call sign.
Broke back. This is Murderer.
This is Brokeback to Murderer and the Captain.
What's that, Brokeback?
My call sign will be Jabroni.
Got it, Jabroni. Murderer out.
Jabroni out 10-4. Wilco. Over.
The washboard roads were driving us insane.
I think you either have to go like way slower or way faster across the washboard.
I'm opting to go way slower. I'm shaking pretty good over here.
We were really close to Mason now, and hungry.
Yeah, it's just chugging along. No issues to speak of, really.
What we have learned, though, is an F250 is quite capable of driving on a dirt road.
And a Wrangler, apparently. Man, look at this guy. He might as well be walking.
What is the speed limit, though, you figure?
It's 60.
Oh, shit.
Finally, the road allowed passing, and we cleared our very own Captain Slow.
This is Jabroni passing as well.
Good job, Jabroni.
Soon things looked very civilized, yet we still had no internet coverage.
Man, no 3G or anything, though. Any idea where we're going?
I haven't got a clue, sir.
Lucky for us, we found a Mexican restaurant that offered Wi-Fi. We were able to check our email and fill up on delicious fajitas.
Man, this place got busy. Oh, work let out. It's almost 6 o'clock. That's why. But yeah, not a bad little place, Nacho Cafe. Check it out if you're in Mason, Texas.
Now it was time to finish the second half of our 150-mile journey.
Dude, is that a VP Racing Fuels gas station? What is happening? Oh man, I think the sun is starting to set. I'm actually getting a little cold with the air conditioning, so I just turned it down. It was 104 at one point, which it's the lower humidity in Houston. It usually doesn't get quite that hot because, I mean, it does very occasionally, but usually it's just way too humid to get anywhere near that kind of heat. And out here, the humidity is a good amount lower. It's still not, you know, like Phoenix or something. It's, you know, more normal kind of humidity. So the temperatures definitely go up a lot more, and it's It's a little painful, but you know what? The breezes are nice, and if you're driving with your windows down, it's not nearly as bad as in Houston.
Suddenly, I thought I saw a ghost police SUV ahead.
Should look like a police car running traffic for a minute.
It really did.
So that wasn't just me?
No, I thought it was a cop too.
Yeah, it just looked like one of those ghost explorer things. I'm like, what's he doing out in the boonies?
I was like, yeah, who runs radar here? For real, like, you'd have to be a maniac to go fast.
Good thing your handle is murderer and not maniac.
True that, jabroni.
That's a pretty river. It's the Llano.
That's beautiful. I wonder how that washboard happens.
No, I don't actually know this. Why is the washboard pattern used? Like, what's the benefit of that?
Oh, I think it's something that happens. I don't think it's on purpose.
Interesting. I'll have to read up about that. I'm really curious.
So it's really funny. I was just saying the same thing. What causes the washboard? And I don't know. So yeah, I think you are just supposed to fly over the freaking washboard. Yeah, the slower I go, the worse it gets, man. I think you gotta go faster.
I really don't think it works that way.
I'm positive it does. Dude, the more I slow down, the worse it rattles the whole car.
I don't know, man. I'm not so sure about that theory.
I mean, try slowing down. The whole car freaking jumps up and down. I'm gonna let you get ahead of me. You tell me when you hit washboard, and I'll take it fast. We'll test it. Alright, I'm gonna try it at, like, 45. I'm gonna give you a bunch of room. Yeah, dude, you don't feel anything over 45.
That's a little bit sketchy, but I believe it.
God damn, it's so bad when you go slow. Yeah, it's because, like, when you go over it fast, your suspension doesn't articulate. You're just flying over that shit.
We were hoping to finish the second half of our trail before it got too dark and all the deer came out.
I'm coming. Man, he was coming quick. That was a close one.
Yeah, he knows about the washboards.
By taking over the lead, I was able to go as fast as I wanted over the washboards. Unfortunately, my ability to speed was constantly interrupted by the deer and cows darting across the road with the setting sun.
And there's some sort of animal crossing the road, and it's a deer. Yeah, dude, lots of deer already. Ah, here again, right in the road. Get out of here. And more deer. He just ran in front of me. Holy shit.
Yeah, I saw that, man. That was scary.
Some deers on the left and on the right. And the door. Hey, bud. Good girl, dog, boy, it, whatever. And there's more. I see it.
Soon, it was too dark and the animals were wandering everywhere.
Oh no, those are pigs. Pigs, pigs!
Ah, no kidding, you're right.
Oh, moo cow, but he's smart. He figured it out.
Copy that.
After hitting some of the main roads, we thought our troubles were over.
ETA says 24 minutes for a 9:49 arrival time. I'm turning left onto Northwood Hills Drive.
Fantastic. Come on.
We were finally back to our Airbnb and we were ready to get some rest. It was an amazing trip. I highly recommend the Texas Hill Country for anybody that wants an outdoor adventure in their vehicle or outside of it. Please remember to like and subscribe, and the next episode will be coming back at you from Houston, where we'll be picking up with one of the cars.